So basically, a lot of people have been asking me for centuries to do a video, any video in general, where I appear and talk about anything. I could be talking about plants for 3 hours. These people will be okay with that. I know most people are not those people. I love those people though. Well, I love them. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Okay. I have this. I have this picture where I have a name of everybody because I'm bad with names. First disclaimer. Second disclaimer, I have this. I have nothing script. I'm just going to ramble a lot with this. Also, I have this and this because I have not said and my audio is probably shitty too. So, thank you. Well, no. Okay. So, Fantastic Beasts 2. From a which perspective? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm also not a Harry Potter fan. I haven't read the books. Well, I have read half a book. It was like this free book at my elementary school time. But I do know where Fantastic Beasts comes from, like their source material. I know where it comes from, and I know what their source material is about. I know that it's loosely based on that book, and it's literally just a book with Fantastic Beasts. And the movies themselves are inspired on the fictional author of that book. And the history and drama in general is all movie original, I guess. The only literature source is like the name of the author and the creatures that appear in the book. So, witchcraft, why not? I actually found some interesting things about the movie, the use of witchcraft. Well, first of all, I'm going to probably get some hate out of this, but like, I have always felt odd about Harry Potter as a witch, because like witchcraft, have read by what I have read. I'm not academical in witchcraft whatsoever. Anthropology, socially, like that's not me. Like I know some stuff, but like that's not me. But like, how is sort of weird this weird thing with Harry Potter and witchcraft, because like witchcraft it's this like beyond like belief systems of each person, and so it's a cultural phenomena, like beyond what you personally believe. Witchcraft is like a deity, doesn't exist, it is a product of Satan, like whatever you think. Witchcraft outside of religious belief is a cultural phenomena. And witchcraft is part of the cultural phenomena that is religion. Now, when someone says religion, people usually have these negative connotations about the word religion, because they instantly think like institutional religion, operation, like fundamentalists, Christians, like all this. But religion itself, it's super basically defined as this cultural phenomena that is confirmed by a set of symbols and discourses around interiority and exteriority of an individual and a collective as a whole. and the dialectics, the back and forth of this collective. I hope that makes sense for people. I hope that makes sense for people. So, what bothers me about Harry Potter? Well, the wizardly world, I think it's called now. So what bothers me about the wizardly world of J.K. Rowling is that it doesn't treat witchcraft as this plural and heterogeneous thing that is a product of cultural phenomena. Independent of, like, some people are gonna say, like, yeah, but like, it's not a little phenomena because wizardly world is like real and stuff. But like, even science, like, I hope most people think, like, as of now, as of what we have available, the current scientific facts on this current time of this recording are like describe a relatively objective reality, even if like they're biased, or even if they like need fixing and improvement. Like they describe a certain reality, an empirical reality as Russell that you can reproduce and stuff. So, fuck, what is he talking about? Fuck. Okay, come back for a little because I literally don't remember what I was talking about anymore. Oh yeah, like, even as a cultural phenomena, like even science is a cultural phenomena, like video games is a cultural phenomena, movies is a cultural phenomena. You know what I mean? So like, even in wizardly world is that this objective, verifiable thing, it's still a cultural phenomena nonetheless. A cultural phenomena of the wizard world, if you may. So it really bothers me. It has been bothering me lately about wizardly world. Apparently how now this third universe is called now. I don't know. Is that it wants to treat magic as this like super objective, like science. Like they want to treat like as the other science, when in reality magic is this plural thing, this very heterogeneous thing. Like, as much as many neo-pagans and stuff are what arguably many New Agers also want to be like, oh, everything is the same, but like beneath the same truth. Like, bitch, no. and that, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Magic and even religion as a whole is a set of symbols that represent and discourses that represent and express a lot of stuff, a lot of cultural stuff, a lot of understandings, a lot of worldviews, traditional, scientific, and even during scientific times, to these new religions that are appearing. Like, it's this super diverse set of things. It's not science, and that's okay. Some people may say, oh, you know, it's a movie, it's fictional, like whatever, it doesn't have to fit reality. I'm like, I can agree with you in that it doesn't have to. It just bothers me because a lot of baby witches and stuff, and even outsiders, watch works like this who insist in treating magic as this unified system with an underlying truth that exists beyond culture and time and whatever. And it bothers me because it's like dishonest with the reality, you know? It sends the wrong messages, inaccurate messages, you know? And so if the music is changing, it's because my storage is getting full, so it got cut. I had to change it to an SD card. So it's sending the wrong message. It's representing magic wrong because even if like it's a fictional work, it's a really mainstream, a really influential fictional work. Like it contributes and influences the official culture, like the official ways of representation of seeing things. So even if it's fictional and even it's not supposed to be real, like it affects and influences the mainstream perception of magic. And that perception of magic that is representing the wizardly world is that magic is this like scientific-esque unified underlying truth thing, and it's not. And that's okay. Also, maybe some witches will be like, I actually like to justify what I don't know my beliefs with science and stuff. And like you do you, but oh my god, I'm going to get published for this. I don't think it's healthy to bend reality, well, not even reality, like bend, like you know, like I'm not even talking about objective reality, like just bend reality in general, like social reality as it is, like scientific reality as it is, like reality as it is, just so it fits your belief systems. An example, I'm not comparing neo-paganism to Christian hegemony or something. I'm not. A Christian who's like modifying, totally disregarding evolution theory, even though it has been truly verified, just so their belief systems as they are safe, even though a lot of Christians believe in evolution. Oh yeah, so witchcraft itself in Fantastic Beasts 2 was very interesting. I went to think that there were some like Easter eggs of actual magical liturgy and spells history in there, but there probably were not. For example, this scene where I don't have the name. This black guy who's okay, spoiler alert. I'll put down the description of the title, spoiler alert. Where this black guy imprisons Lena Goldstein. He like gets a pain on his eye and says how he's going to die. At that moment I was thinking like it was this Easter egg about an evil eye spell and stuff, but it ends up being a parasite. I'm like on his eye, they get it out and everything. So I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess in part it's my fault because I was having a certain expectation that wasn't fulfilled, but like still, you know, you want to like some real magic being experimented with as a fictional element on this fictional world and how it will work. This already established magic on the mainstream like evil eyes. They weren't, I guess. And also this thing where Albus Dumbledore and Gellert Grindelwald, I'm butchering these names, I'm sorry, are made this like blood pact so they don't attack each other. Like, my headcanon is that they were a couple because Dumbledore is supposed to be gay, but also J.K. Rowling said he was not going to like be explicitly gay. So I don't know if it's canon that they were a couple because they hint at it a lot. So they do this blood back. The first thing that I thought about was like this middle-aged ritual that happened because of pagan syncretization. So there was this middle-aged ritual ceremony that was almost marriage-like, even though marriage as a love ceremony wasn't established until the high Middle Age, where like two men will do like this brotherhood ceremony, no homo, I guess, where they will even express their love to each other and stuff, but it's like not supposed to be romantic, I guess, because in the Middle Ages, gay identity wasn't a thing yet. A gay identity as itself was a thing until identity politics activism that was like on the 70s, 80s, I think. Maybe I'm wrong with the chronology, but definitely wasn't the Middle Ages. So the Middle Ages, you were gay only if you were called like homosexual and effeminate and stuff. If you like committed act, like do actual homo sex. Like if you were not gay until you did that because you were not gay out of identity, but like out of sexual behavior. So technically there were not gay marriage ceremonies, but lucky they were. So with that blood pact, the first thing that I thought it was, the brotherhood ceremony, because in some ceremonies, in some parts of Europe at the time, blood was involved. I think in Ireland, don't quote me on that. I don't know if it was on Ireland or in the current territory of France. Don't quote me on that, but there were some regions where blood was involved out of pure pagan syncretism. But it probably wasn't, though it's a cool headcanon. And queerbaiting. This is a touchy subject, I guess, even though it's super obvious. But like, what I felt with this whole situation with Albus Dumbledore and Gellert Grindelwald was that a lot of it felt like queerbaiting because like it's not explicit, but it's kind of there, but it's kind of also not there. Kind of like a way to satisfy the queer youth who's just thirsty for some sort of representation, any representation, which is kind of depressing. I'm thirsty for representation. Well, like that's kind of depressing, be that thirsty for representation, because there's that amount of lack of representation. And also to satisfy the Christian liberals and conservatives who are like, no, it's for kids, and show it. Even though Harry Potter stopped being for kids a while ago, after the 6 and 7 after the last two movies, in my opinion, it's totally stopped being for kids. At least it was for young adults, I think. Also, Harry Potter as a whole wasn't supposed to be a kid's book per se, but apparently the book companies characterize it as a kid's toy. Okay. Kids book. Kids toy. Okay. And there's the whole thing with queerбaiting, because like not the first time with the wizardly work on J.K. Rowling. Like J.K. Rowling wrote this movie. Like this is her doing, you know? J.K. Rowling has a lot of history of like fake activism, tokenism, you know? Just to gain like brownie points. That's a hell kind of worms, you know? There's 100 videos about that. Go watch those. Also, I thought The Alchemist was really cool. I don't know if he was present in any prior Harry Potter related movie or in the books, but I like him, even though his appearance was short. Like, I like him. Oh yeah. Also, when Queenie Goldstein played Deary to her sister, there was something. There's not much to say about this. It was this I'm shook moment. Because Queenie always delivered herself as this super sweet, compassionate, accepting character. And I think she kind of still is, but like, she's, I guess it's a spirit. She's not a real person, by the way. I guess she's like, on this scene where she played Deary to her sister, and she joins the other cult. She was kind of like on this dark song, this dark part of her life where she's low-key already hitting bottom, if she didn't already did. The dragon thing that looks like a lion, like a feline at this. I thought that animal was really cool, because that actually did remind me of the Buddhist lion. They even mentioned this beast, fantastic beast, I guess. It's from China and everything. And also, what really confused me, I don't know if there's series or there's something in the book, is that, first of all, Nagini's story, it's really sad. Really curious to see why she got into Voldemort's bed, though maybe there's a reason for it. I suspect, maybe, just maybe, Credence Barebone is like Voldemort, who is really depressing because his backstory as of now is already really depressing, and for him to get into Voldemort in the future because of Guller's doing, will be extremely sad, and that will explain why Nagini's lucky her trusty snake, you know? That will be like the shook of the century for me, like, oh, Greetings Barebone is actually Voldemort, and that's why Nagini is Voldemort's trusty snake, you know? I think that will be really cool. I don't know if that's like canon as of now, like it's a theory roaming around the Harry Potter fandom or whatever, but there's that. Yeah, that's basically it. The wizardly world is still fits into this universalist, transcendentist, new age-esque discourse that all religions, all magic is this underlying truth. They're all the same. As ever, not surprising, J.K. Rowling is still on her talking is bullshit, and this movie as a whole, the visuals, at least I like the visuals. I like the the costume department, I like the editing, I like the passing. It's a tiny bit slow at times, but well, yeah, the passing on this franchise as a whole is slow. Like, it's only 2 hours. Like, the Avengers felt faster, and it was an hour of extra. You know that the passing is kind of slow. We'll fix that. The plot, it's pretty decent in my opinion. The movie as a whole didn't felt like a movie to me. Like, it felt like a TV show special, you know? Because I guess there was a beginning, a development, but like the movie pretty much ends at the climax. Then we had to wait until the other movie. So that was a down for me, because I don't come to pay theater tickets just to see a TV show special, you know? I expect to see a movie with, even though if it has like a planned sequels and stuff, like some sort of ending. Even small, even like in Avengers 4, I know I already compared it to Avengers, but hear me out, like, even in Avengers 3, actually, Infinity War, even though we already knew there was going to be like a part 2, like Avengers Endgame, we still got some sort of ending. Even if like it's still a cliffhanger. Like, even goddamn Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Season 1, it still had some sort of ending, like it was a cliffhanger, or like if that was the actual end of the series, you will be like, I know fans will not be okay with that, but like you as a casual viewer will be okay with that. But this felt very incomplete, and just because of that and the slow pacing, I will give this like a 7 out of 10 in its smoke cocaine.